Well, hello there. Oh, hello. I can't make it out. It's silhouetted at the moment. Could be a robin up in the tree. Yeah, so this is my Wednesday vlog. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Well, I don't know if I told you, but I've got a birthday coming up in June. Right, slap bang in the middle of the June, and I'll be away for that. Actually, my 60th birthday I'm going to be away for. I'm going to be at sea, but then I'll come home and Sarah and I will have a proper celebration, because her birthday's in the middle of June as well. We're very close together. We're 9 days apart, actually. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be home for Sarah's birthday, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to be away, but I haven't checked the schedule. But yes, I've been making inroads into retirement. You know, coming up to 60. When I first started at sea, my pension fund was twofold. I had the P&O pension fund, which was quite good. It was non-contributional, so you didn't pay anything into it, but it only paid out for a year. So we back then had a retirement age of 60, but the Merchant Navy pension fund kicked in at 61. So P&O pension fund paid that year between your 60th birthday and your 61st birthday. They paid, that pension went into that, and that's what you got a little bit of pension to top up your income. But of course nowadays you can retire at any age and start drawing your pension. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can draw both my Merchant Navy pension at 60 and my P&O pension at 60. See if I can draw them out, and maybe continue working for a couple more years until I have to renew all my certificates. Now, that's on the downside. I don't think I'm going to be able to renew all my certificates, simply because I'm just getting so tired. I woke up yesterday. Well, it was yesterday afternoon. I've been lazing around on the settee for a bit, and I got up and my whole body ached from head to foot. Every joint ached, and just getting so tired of it now. But yeah, one of the certificates that I have to renew is writing a life raft. You get thrown into a swimming pool in the dark, and you have to write it. They haven't got a wave machine, but they do splash you. When the dive instructors that are there, they splash you as you're trying to write this life raft, and it's quite. If you like me, I've got diabetes, and my feet I can't feel the soles of my feet. So even trying to find a rope ladder in the water with your feet is very difficult for me, and of course I don't have the strength anymore to pull myself up. So if I do renew my certificates, I'm going to have to go to the gym a year before. So I'm thinking about maybe next year is to start going to the gym, start doing some upper muscle exercise, upper body work, and try and increase my strength, and then hopefully maybe I'll get to 65 at sea, or 66 now is it, the retirement age, before your normal pension kicks in. Your national insurance pension kicks in. So it's I'm not looking forward to if they do change it to 71. I'm not really looking forward to that. I don't know about you guys, but having to work till you're 71, definitely can't do it in the Merchant Navy. It's it's just impractical, really. I've got one artificial knee. My other knee's beginning to go. Both hips are absolutely aching. If I have to walk any great distance, like going shopping ashore, my hips start to ache. My back is beginning to ache. I've got arthritis in this thumb. This one, although this one was damaged at the time, that thumb's okay, but I broke my finger and I got tendon damage there. Got asthma, diabetes, all that. It's beginning to catch up with me now. I suppose a lot of you can sympathise really once you start getting into the 60s, things start to break down and wear out. But yeah, as I say, I can't feel my feet. And I know one Christmas I actually stood on a thumbtack, and I didn't know that I'd done it. I actually was walking around the flat, and I suddenly noticed, hang about, there's blood on the carpet. Where's that come from? I suddenly realised it was my foot. So I had to get a pair of pliers, and I had to tug this thing out my heel. Yeah, it wasn't very pleasant. But yeah, well, that's the joys of diabetes, I suppose. But yeah, so hopefully in a couple of days' time, I will have some replies back from the pension people. There's the what is now the P&O pension fund was taken over by Maersk when Maersk brought out P&O Ned Lloyd. They took over the pension fund, and of course they continued to pay into it. Luckily, until I left Maersk. I didn't like Maersk at all. Maersk was the reason that I left the company, because otherwise the ships that I was on, the P&O fleet at the time had some really nice big container ships with fantastic engine rooms, but then it went to rat shit as when Maersk took over. Having what we used to say that it was going over to the dark side if you had to go out to a Maersk ship. Yeah, and it was dire, really, and yeah. Anyway, we did have quite a lot of foreign crews, and when I'd had my knee fixed back in 2010, I'd had a little bit of time off, and I went back, and most of the British crew had left just because it was so you just couldn't do it anymore working for Maersk, and so we were taken over by a lot of Ukrainian officers. Now, none of the Ukrainian officers I sailed with, apart from one who had a genuine certificate, actually studied. All the others that I sailed with didn't have qualifications. Yes, they had a piece of paper, but they hadn't studied. They just put money in the exam paper that guaranteed them a pass. And of course, all they have to do to get a British seafarer certificate is to apply to the MCA for a new certificate, saying that they have a certificate of equivalency, and boy, are they absolutely terrible. All they do is sit in the workshop smoking all day, and trying to get them motivated is unreal. You know? But having said that, the Filipino crews that we had back in those days, they were absolutely fantastic. They would bend over backwards for you. If you treated them right, they would treat you right. And yeah, I used to chuck them a few hours overtime free every week, just 2 hours free. It was only literally peanuts, but boy, did they work extra hard during the week so that they would get a few hours off at the weekend. And yeah, that was well appreciated, I can tell you. But anyway, that's me coming to an end of my career at sea, and hopefully I'll be able to retire pretty soon, because I don't really want to go on. Anyway, I've rambled on. Look at the time. Yeah, I really have rambled on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye then.